I used 6 Christmas trees to make this wreath, and the message behind it might be the reminder you need today. Watch closely. So, I picked up 6 little Christmas trees. Nothing fancy, the kind most people walk by without even noticing. But while I was fluffing them out, something hit me. We treat people the same way sometimes. We overlook the quiet ones, the small ones, the things that don't shine right away. As I tied the trees together, I kept thinking, look how these little pieces come together to make something full and beautiful. Life is like that too. Small steps, small efforts, small blessings. They don't look like much alone, but when you add them up, they become something worth celebrating. And it made me realize, you don't need the most expensive things. You don't need perfection. You just need heart and the courage to start with what you have. Tell me in the comments, do you believe small beginnings can still lead to something beautiful? As I kept shaping the wreath, something else came to mind. How many times have we looked at our own lives and felt like we weren't enough? Not good enough, not talented enough, not blessed enough, just small. But these trees reminded me of something important. You don't have to start big to create something meaningful. You just have to start. Each tree I added made the wreath fuller. Every little ribbon I tied made it prettier. And it made me think, that's how growth works. One small action, one small change, one small miracle at a time. Sometimes we compare our chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 30, and we forget that their beautiful wreath probably started with a few small trees too. A few small ideas, small wins, small lessons. Everything beautiful comes together piece by piece. And here's the part that really hit me. When you step back and look at the wreath from a distance, you can't even tell which tree was a little bent, which one was thinner, or which one didn't look perfect. Together, they made each other stronger. Together, they formed something new. Has something small ever turned into something big in your life? Share it in the comments. I love reading your stories. While I was arranging the branches, I caught myself thinking about how life twists and turns us. Some days we feel pulled in different directions. Other days we feel like we're barely holding it together. But the funny thing is, it's usually those same messy pieces that give our story its shape. These little trees weren't perfect. Some were leaning, some were crooked, some had gaps, just like us. But when I put them together, the flaws didn't take away from the beauty, they added character. And that's when it hit me. Maybe we're all just waiting for the right moment, the right connection, the right season for everything to finally make sense. Sometimes you don't see the purpose until you step back. Sometimes you don't realize how far you've come until all the little pieces of your journey sit in front of you, connected, forming something whole. And you know what else? These trees didn't choose each other, but look how perfectly they work together. It reminded me that the people who show up in our lives, even unexpectedly, play a part in shaping who we become. Some support us, some teach us, some stretch us, and some help us grow into something we never imagined. If someone unexpected has made your life better this year, drop a heart in the comments. While I was fixing the ribbon and branches, I started thinking about all the moments in life that break us a little, the disappointments we never talk about, the silent battles we fight on our own, the days when we smile on the outside but feel empty on the inside. It's strange how we can be surrounded by people and still feel alone sometimes. These little trees reminded me of that feeling. They looked small, separate, almost insignificant on their own, but when I brought them together, they formed something stronger, fuller, braver. And it made me realize, maybe we're not meant to be strong all the time. Maybe we're allowed to lean on others, to be held up when life bends us, to be supported when we can't stand straight on our own. I thought about the moments that almost broke me, times I felt lost, times I felt like I'd fallen behind. But just like these trees, those moments weren't the end of my story. They were pieces waiting to fit into something bigger. Sometimes we don't understand why we go through certain things, why people leave, why dreams delay, why life feels heavier than we can handle. But every branch, every struggle, every tear shapes us, strengthens us, softens us, prepares us. And maybe, just maybe, the parts of us that feel broken are the very parts that make the final picture more beautiful. If you've ever turned pain into strength, just comment, "I'm still growing." I want to cheer you on. Here it is, 6 simple trees turned into something meaningful. A reminder that your story is still unfolding, and even the smallest pieces of your life can grow into something beautiful. Thank you for watching. If this touched your heart today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.